Hi folks, this is Tristan from NoiseGate here with another look at Universal Audio's new recording program, Luna. Now in our last video we looked at what was included with the free Luna download at no extra cost. And as you can see there's a lot of great content there, including the shape and the oxide extensions. But that's far from the whole story, and there are currently 5 additional optional extensions available. 4 of these are made by UA themselves and one's a third-party extension. So in this video we're going to be focusing on the 2 mixing-oriented Luna extensions, and the other 3 are virtual instruments, which we'll look at in a future video. So the first one we're going to look at is the one I think people will be most curious about, and that's the Neve console summing. So I think most people mixing at home probably wish they were mixing on a big analog Neve desk. They seem to have this magical ability where everything that goes in just comes out sounding better. And one of the big reasons for this is analog summing. So summing is the concept of taking a bunch of tracks and running them through a dedicated stereo bus. Similar to how you do grouping in digital mixing, except that these analog buses, and especially the ones found in Neve consoles, have a lot of sonic characters in themselves. So it's a great way of helping tracks glue together without squashing them the way you would with a compressor. Okay, so you can see I've got a bunch of drum tracks here as well, some guitar tracks and a bass track. So I'm just going to create a new stereo bus track at the end. Let's call this guitar bus. I'm going to choose the Neve Summing console option here. Hit OK and it's created a new stereo bus at the end with the Neve Summing extension added. Okay, so now it's just a matter of highlighting the tracks we want to sum together. Let's click the bass and the guitars, scroll to the bottom of the mixer strip and find the output section and just wrap them all to this guitar bus. Okay, now a couple of things have happened there. One, that all their outputs have changed to this guitar bus, but they've also changed in appearance. So now they look more like Neve consoles. And that's actually going to affect the fader behavior as well as the panning behavior. So it's a great way of demonstrating how these extensions are really deeply integrated into the program, and they can make changes that just aren't possible using regular plugins. Okay, we can hit spill to just show the tracks included in this summing group. Now let's just have a listen to the guitars and bass tracks by themselves, with and without the Neve Summing extension. Nice, you can hear us having a really nice effect on that group. Let's have a listen to the drums now. Let's create a new bus track just after the drums. And let's call this one Drum Bus. Again, using the Neve Summing console option. Now let's just highlight all of the drum tracks. Set all their outputs to this drum bus. Okay, let's do the same thing. I'll hit spill to just look at the drum tracks. I'm going to hit solo and let's have a listen. Now another way you can do this is to apply the Neve Summing extension to the master bus itself, just to run everything through it. Let's have a listen to that. Let's just get rid of these Neve extensions here and throw it on the master bus. Okay, let's have a listen to the whole mix running through this Neve Summing extension. Okay, so moving along, the next extension we're going to look at is the Studer A800 multi-channel tape recorder. So this one's a little different from the other extensions in that it's both a Luna extension and a plugin. So if you already own the Studer UAD plugin, you get the extension for free, and vice versa. So if you buy the Studer extension, you also get the Studer UAD plugin. I don't know if that's obvious, but I thought it was just worth clarifying. So as we mentioned earlier, the Oxide tape extension is included with Luna for free, and it's great for just quickly adding a bit of analog warmth to tracks, but the Studer is quite a different beast. And you can use it the same way you would with the Oxide plugin. Just find a tape slot and choose the Studer option. You can choose to do this to just the selected tracks or every track. So you can quickly just remove them all or add them all. Let's just throw it on the drum tracks for the time being. Okay, you can see it works the same way the Oxide extension works. Just choose the saturation amount per track. Or if you want more control over the tape machine's intricacies, you can go to the insert slot and add the UAD Studer plugin. So one of the great things about having both the Studer extension and the Oxide extension at your disposal is you can choose which ones you want to apply to which tracks. So for example, I have all the drum tracks running through the Studer extension, but I can go to the guitar tracks and run them all through that Oxide extension. And you can just decide which tape machine works best for which tracks. Okay, let's have a listen to this mix now. I've got all the drums going through the Studer extension, all the guitars going through the Oxide extension, and I have a Neve Summing Extension on the master bus. Okay, thanks for watching. This has been a quick first look at the optional mixing extensions available for Luna. Please leave any questions and comments down below and stay tuned for more videos coming soon.